Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. Today I've got a legendary max video for you on the Vacancy Future War Cult Legendary Fusion Rifle. Now this is the vendor version of the Vacancy. I heard a lot of good things about it. Heard it had really good talents, and we're going to take a look at it and talk about it and give some performance reviews. So in my legendary max videos, what I normally do is I take a gun in Destiny, a legendary or an exotic. I take it and I look at PvP performance, PvE performance. I look at the flavor text on the weapon. I look at the base stats, and I look at the version that I have. So let's start off with the base stats for the Vacancy. If you look at Planet Destiny's website, they show that the impact is 95, the range is 40, stability 72, reload 55, charge rate of 16, and then you have an aim assist of 60, equip speed of 56, recoil direction of 60, and zoom of 15. Now this is a slower charge rate, higher impact fusion rifle. It's not the slowest and it's not the highest impact, but it's not one of the quick ones. So it takes some getting used to get used to the charge rate. Now it is a decent amount of time on charge rate. I don't feel like it's too long, but that's just me personally. But that's the base stats of the Vacancy that you can get from the vendor. Now let's take a look at the actual talents that we have on the Vacancy from the vendor, and anybody can get this. If you go to the Future War Cult vendor with your 150 marks and your allegiance, they will give you this gun. Now I've infused mine all the way up to 330. I really like it, and it reads an advanced energy weapon named and sanctified by the leaders of the Future War Cult. That's what any faction weapon is going to say. Not a whole lot of interest in the flavor text. I'm joined by my lovely cat. She's saying hi into the microphone. But it's a Future War Cult fusion rifle and advanced energy weapon. Really cool. I really enjoy fusion rifles. It's the same archetype as the Thessen FR4. Very similar in stats. Very, very similar, but not identical. They are different. This one has a little bit slower charge rate, a little bit higher impact, I think. But let's take a look at the talents. I want to talk about the sights, actually, first. I don't spend much time on the sights, but I find that the Torch HS2 is a very, very good sight. I prefer this on the fusion rifles that I get. It's my favorite sight, I come to find out. I'm really, really liking it. So if you pick up the vendor version, you're going to have a really good sight too. Sometimes the vendor versions with good talents don't have the best sights. This one's got a good sight. I really like it. But what makes the vendor version so good is it has hot swap, brace frame, and rangefinder. It also has enhanced battery if you want to increase the mag size, and danger close if you want to increase reload and handling, but you really don't, because you want to keep rangefinder and brace frame. So put it on this hot swap, brace frame, rangefinder. So give you, and you only lose one in the mag with or two in the mag with brace frame. And I find with a fusion rifle that's not a big deal. They reload fast enough, and you get enough damage out of one burst that it's not really a big deal. So hot swap gives you a brief period of bonus accuracy when you ready it. So if you pull it out in a hurry situation, you got hot swap. Brace frame gives you increased stability, which combined with rangefinder means your bolts travel farther, closer together, and keep their damage before damage fall off hits. Very, very good combination to have on a fusion rifle. This is basically what you want on any fusion rifle. This right here, rangefinder, hot swap, and brace frame. In my opinion, God roll right here, straight from the vendor. So that's the Vacancy. Now let's get into a little PvP and PvE gameplay. We'll start out with PvE, give some thoughts and performance. So in PvE, I took it into the daily mission, which was that Blighted Coven that apparently is every day's daily mission, or every other day at least. And it's very good. It's very, very good in PvE. If you know how to use a fusion rifle in PvE, this thing will wreck. So I remember that wizard at the beginning of the Blighted Coven. It's always a pain to take out that first wizard, just because for some reason it's just troublesome for me. But this fusion rifle, 3 bursts, actually 2.5 ish, but 3 bursts took it out real fast. Didn't have any trouble. I noticed the range on this for PvE is great. If you like fusion rifles, start using them in PvE. It's really, really good for taking out high level enemies. Take them out really, really fast, especially if you get close up. A fusion rifle packs a major punch. It's like a shotgun at distance. You just got to wait a little bit. So I really enjoy fusion rifles in PvE. I really like this one. It was very solid in PvE. So I'm going to give it an A. Just an A in PvE. I've been using the Thessen FR4 for a while, And this is just better in every way. It's the same archetype. It's just better. It just has more stability, more range. It's just better. I like it more. PvP gameplay. I took it into Mayhem Rumble, and my gosh, it dominated. I used this fusion rifle primarily in Mayhem Rumble, and I won by like 1,000 points or something ridiculous, like 500 to 1,000 points. I beat everyone, like just destroyed them. Now I don't know if I might have had bad competition, but I just was walking around corners wrecking people constantly with this fusion rifle. From range, the charge time is quick enough. It just feels good. If you're thinking about using a fusion rifle for anything, pick this up first. One of the things I talk about with fusion rifles is if you want to use a fusion rifle, since the charge time varies, the range varies, and the bolt pattern varies, find one that you really like and stick with it. That way you can get used to it. It's not like a sniper rifle where they're all going to behave very similarly. You just got to get used to the time between shots and the recoil pattern. This one you got to get used to charge time, which is something different, and it's something kind of muscle memory. So find one you like, use it, and get used to it in PvP. That's what I say for fusion rifles. So Vacancy in PvP, give it an A so far. I haven't had any negatives. The only negative is the special ammo. It's hard to get special ammo sometimes, but that's inherent in the gameplay now, so can't do anything about that. That's going to be any special weapon. Mayhem Rumble was great for it because I always had special ammo, but I find that something like 3v3s is a struggle. You need to use the fusion rifle there very judiciously and defensively. You can't be running and gunning with it in 3s because you're not going to have enough ammo. In 6s, you'll have a little bit more ammo, a little bit more target, so you can be a little bit more aggressive with it. But I really like it. I really like the Vacancy. I would recommend. It's like the Deal Breaker or other vendor weapons or the vendor Hawksaw right now that I say you need to go buy. You need to go buy this gun. If you have any inclination towards using a fusion rifle, go buy this gun right now. So anyway, guys, that's the Vacancy Legendary Maxed. Let me know what you think. Do you like this fusion rifle? I had some recommendations to pick it up, and I definitely went and got it. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave some comments about what other guns I should look at in Destiny, because I'm always up for suggestions. But I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, I will see you later. I'm Death and Bub. See you back.